Okie dokie. Now let me teach you about utility classes. So utility classes usually are classes which can be reused throughout every single package. So it's not maybe necessarily available only for car or cat or garage or person, but it could be used through all of these classes altogether. But also you could have utility classes for each of these corresponding packages. Maybe this car package has nested packages inside and you've got a bunch of other classes and whatnot, then you might have an utility class for it. Now usually what people do is they basically have a class in here or a package, and they might call it, for example, utils, just like that. And inside you could have multiple classes that can be served as utility to other classes. So here, let me just give you a simple example. So I'm going to have a class, and let's say, for example, we want to have a class called string utils, just like that. So string utils, and here we're going to have a public, so static. So it doesn't make sense for it to be private nor package protected because we want anyone to be able to use this method. So public static and then void maybe, and then let's just say is and then empty. So is empty, this takes a string s, and all we're going to do is just return s dot is and then empty. Oops, so it should be not void, but it should be boolean, my bad. So boolean, and there we go. Now within, so here, let me just put a comment here. So this is pointless, but mainly for example, right? The reason why it's pointless is because we could use directly the is empty on a string, right? So if I click on is empty, so if I navigate to this string class, you can see that public boolean is empty in here. And you'll see that there are a bunch of libraries that allow you to basically perform a bunch of operations on strings, hence the name string utils in here, right? So you might have to check is empty quite often, or maybe is empty or null, for example, right? So you might have a method, a utility method called is empty or null, and then you can reuse it throughout the application. Now I think within, so within, was it car service? No, I think it was person service. Yes, so I think we checked whether it's blank, but now if we want to use our method, so is empty, and we could even change that to is blank, but we could say string utils dot is empty person dot and then whatever string that we want. So here let's just say get first name, and you can see now how we have this class called string utils, and it has currently one method that could be used throughout every single package. And since you've learned about statics, so static and then dot is empty, and we can get rid of this. Have a look. So this is now looking beautiful, and you can see one use case for the static import. Okie dokie. So I think this is pretty much all for string utils. I would say maybe no need for you to create this, because later when we use Maven, you'll see that there's already a bunch of packages that have this class right here, string utils. Yeah, just let me show you. So in here, it's from org apache commons.lang string utils, and basically have a look. So operations on strings that are null safe, is empty, is blank, strip, ends with, starts with, contains, remove, padding, rotate, difference, so on and so forth. And they give you a bunch of examples where you can see all of these are static methods. So have a look, methods, all of them are static in here. No need for us to create an instance of it. So this is what I was trying to mimic basically, right? So this class serves as utility to other classes. And they even have default if blank. So you either pass a string, if it's blank, then you have a default, which is quite nice. All right, this is all for now. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. Otherwise, catch me in the next one.